All right, so little intermezzo here. Last thing that happened where we left off, if I remember this correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, was the three of you guys standing at the bottom of the stairs, basically towards the sisters, and Marlene kind of leaving with the elven adventure party, I guess.
Bye, guys.
And they kind of starting to climb up the stairs onto this plateau that is above your heads with fairly kind of steep cliffs on the side. Together with Marlene, there's the four kind of named characters, right? There are five named characters. Five named characters and 24 or so other soldiers. So a fairly large group.
Yeah, they're going to kill a dragon or something, right? They
As
said.
far as you know.
Yeah. And we were told, don't go on the steps at all, or else bad things will happen.
Right. So yeah, you see kind of Marlene and the rest of the Evan hunting party kind of step up, I guess. The stairs are fairly steep, and they're not just straight up, but kind of snail or snake their way up at the side of the mountain next to where the waterfall is that kind of builds the unicorn run. So you quickly start to lose sight and at times kind of get a glimpse of them back. Then they're gone. And so is Marlene.
Well, I guess we should get a fire going, make a small camp here while we wait. This could take a while, I assume.
Well, considering I'm exhausted, yeah, sounds good.
All right. So you want to go a little bit off the side, or you want to just wait directly at the bottom of the stairs?
Well, find a spot that's a little off to the side because they might get offended by us camping at the foot of their holy.
Yeah, we'll go off to the side where we can see the stairs, but not be in the way.
All right. Absolutely. Aside from building your camp, kind of getting something to eat, to drink. I mean, drinking is absolutely no problem, right? I mean, you're next to a river.
Yeah.
What else you want to do while you wait? I mean, you yourself
Sleep.
just said like, might take some time.
Golda's just gonna pass out.
All right, so you kind of build your camp. I mean, that takes some time. Kind of need to find a place which looks kind of suitable. You want to do it inside the forest or more towards the cliff and like try to find some shelter there. I mean, the trade-off is the canopy is, even though the trees themselves have these full colors, right? These oranges and these deep reds. They still are in full growth, right? It's not like the leaves were falling, so the canopy is thick and actually also a little bit shadowy due to that. So if it rains, they also give you some cover. The cliffs themselves are very kind of, as I said, like very steep, and obviously directly next to it there's a little bit less vegetation because there's a cliff. So you want to go a little bit inside the trees or camp down next to the cliffside itself?
I think we should go a little bit into the forest.
All right.
We're gonna get eaten by tree octopi.
Treetopus. All right. Yeah, you do. You start to build your camp, make it well suitable enough at least. Um, the fauna on the ground you have, especially closer towards the waterfall, you have a lot of mosses as well as ferns and stuff, right? Because of the splatter of the water itself. So you kind of can grab some stuff, some from there, and with your own supplies that you still have with you. I don't know. Probably, I don't think your tents would still be with you because that stuff would have probably been with your horses, right?
Yeah.
That supplies. But I mean, you could have, or you would have grabbed a few supplies in Notterharrow, which is different than like your regular like camping tents, but it's makeshift and it's fine. So yeah, it takes some time, and when you kind of finish that, Gula, you said like you just like you gonna take a nap.
Yeah,
Is
she's
that it?
down for the count.
All right, yeah, do that, no problem.
I'll take
And
first watch, I suppose, then while she's doing that.
you want to take watches? All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right. So yeah, while you take watch, is there anything particular you want to do?
I will keep my eyes out for a dragon if they're going to fight one. I'm assuming might see something.
Okay, so since you said you're in the trees,
Yeah.
you cannot actually see the sky.
See above. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep my ears open. And if there's anything, I'm kind of mostly waiting for Malin. So I think there's anything too crazy.
I mean, this, well, as you yourself just said, there's who knows how long it will take, right?
Yeah. Watching for other people to come past, but just make sure that, in general, if anyone comes to ask us any questions, we're waiting. We're not going to go near your holy place. Just go ahead and go up your stairs. See you later.
Yeah.
Other than just watching and listening, I don't think I'm doing too much.
All right. So yeah, you pass the day, and the sun kind of travels the sky. It's hard to tell what time it is, just because I mean this has been hard for you ever since you kind of entered into Sido Arakor specifically. But it was similar in the Misty Forest due to maybe a little bit different reasons. But it's hard to track because whenever you are underneath the canopy itself, it's so dusky, right? It's very like low light. It kind of filters through.
Yeah.
But at one point, Gulda wakes up, and that might be as good as a clock as anything, right? I mean, the biological clock in that case.
Yeah. I'll turn to Gulda and Thorn and say, think this is going to work?
Probably not.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
You know what? Don't it's my watch.
Yeah, I'll take a nap, I suppose. But where should we go after this? If the elves don't help us, we're gonna need to get someone else on our side. Nobody?
Well, Do you expect the Knifeers to help?
No, I'm guessing they're going to say no. But if they do say no, I say we get out of here as fast as possible. I know Malon's not going to want to do that when she gets back, but I've had enough of the elves.
From last I know, the last even wanted to go to the tomb. I'm not sure. Would even one of those pansy cecil blades more help her?
Personally, there's no dragons or cultists or dragon cultists or any of that stuff in the tombs, so I'm not particularly interested in going there.
Yeah.
I have a mission to do, and I've been failing at it pretty good lately, so need to really get back on track.
The fact that they said the Tomb of the Demons would be better to go to than that one makes me think that there's no way. It's way too dangerous.
Aye. And for what? A 5-inch blade?
Yeah. I think it's ready. Time soon to take the fight to the dragons.
I mean, if they told me there was like a wand of dragon smiting in there, then maybe I'd go, but I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. I did have some arrows that hurt dragons pretty good, but...
Nah, what do you need is a better axe.
I think we need to bring a trophy to the next group of people we try to convince. We don't seem to have a lot of credibility, even with the Lord's Alliance behind us. The elves don't seem to really care about that. The doors probably won't either. Right, Thorn?
I'm afraid so. I'm afraid your Lord's Alliance business won't really touch much of our beard.
Yeah, I think we need to make it known to them that this problem's not just going to go away, and we need to show that we can, ourselves, we can turn the tide a bit, and we need to kill one of these things, I think.
Better yet, show them what the cult is then.
Yeah.
Most of the dwarves don't even know what's going on besides their barrows. If you show them what they've done to Mithralal, to other places, well,
I agree.
Unlike elves, our first choice isn't to run.
So we head down the river and get out of here and head to the nearest... you guys want to go after a dragon, or you want to go to speak to the doors first?
Well, we did see that dragon in the Misty Forest, but not keen on going back there since we've ran out of supplies pretty fast, and there wasn't much there to restock.
Yeah. Understandable.
But we did see the green dragon. Well, Malin saw the green dragon and the cultist there, with the mask there. So I don't know what the flight range of those things is.
From what I can gather, pretty far. But they might stay around the same area. It seems like you said there's multiple. It seems like they must have their own territory.
I don't think that was one of the big ones we were looking for. That's one that's working with the cult.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
for certain there is.
I think that's the kind of one we should go after, though. Something that to deal directly with the cult. Then we have evidence of the cult, and we have evidence of the dragon.
I mean, we barely took out that one in Silvery Moon, and a lot of your apprentices died in the process. All of them, in fact. Sorry, it's not funny, but it's funny.
I'm aware, and that dragon was tough to beat, but we'd also had fought a bunch of other stuff before we fought that dragon. We've been in a full-on scale war, basically, siege, and then we fought that dragon.
Yeah, we might know how to handle them a little better now that we've actually managed to take one down.
Yeah, if we go in fresh, I think it won't be easy, but it'll be. We have more knowledge now than we did during that fight.
Bigger problem is finding them.
Yeah.
And for that you need Malin, I think.
I mean, you don't think there's any way we could like lure them to us in any way, like go somewhere and openly brag about, looking for cultists and killing dragons and shit? They are kind of proud, as far as I know.
You'd be digging for a bruising, mate. Don't
I-
let the enemy get the jump on you. You jump on them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Besides-
Unfortunately, that way, this way we know we're going after dragon. We can possibly fight. If we accidentally got the ire of one of the big ones, we'd be pretty fucked if it came after us.
Yeah, but do you want to wander around in the wilderness for months and months looking for one?
No, but I want to speak to someone who might be a little more knowledgeable than us about how to find them, and then go try that. But I don't know who that person would be. I would ask Hornblade, but last time we saw him, he was probably dead. So
Well, I mean, Sylvenestriel's killed her fair share of dragons, but I don't think she knows any more than we do, really.
she might know how to at least look for them or try to find out where their caves are, where they rest.
She's
Or
going to
give
be
us an
busy.
idea.
There'll be very few who go after dragons to kill them, but if you want to go after dragons to kill them, you need to go after their nest. There's no other way.
Yeah.
I mean, not like
I don't
you
know,
can
the
stop
last time
giant
I went
beast
to a
from flying
dragon's
away.
nest, we died. Two of my companions died.
Aye, it's more dangerous, but at least you can bet that the dragon won't be as likely to run. If you lure it, as soon as you are the beast, it'll run. Not to mention, this ain't no white dragon like the one we fought, aye? This be the green one. They be smart. They don't just spew poison, they are poison.
Mhm.
You think they have them, but nay, it'd be just a trap. Saw them do that to me, pal, Rurik.
Quick question: would I know if there's back in Daggerford, if there's any like library or anything like that would possibly have any sort of knowledge on even like myth wise on dragons?
Daggerford is too small to have a library. Maybe there are some tombs with the Baron or the Duke, my bad. Maybe certain people might know a thing.
Waterdeep might
Um,
have a library though, right? It's
Yeah,
bigger.
Waterdeep, no, absolutely has a library. But just to put it into perspective, you're not searching for like the monster manual, right?
No.
The thing is, dragons were supposed to be fairy tales. I mean, Lariel certainly wasn't surprised since Celestia has killed a few ones, although she's an elf, so she might be a little bit older, right? I mean, if she's like 800 years old, that's how many dads and daughters and granddads like that go through, right? So that might have been also the reason for that. But yeah, learned people certainly might have knowledge about dragons. Absolutely possible, even likely. Need to find
Even
the right person.
Even if it's a fairy tale, it might have some sort of actual fact in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
Because that
I'm
way
just,
we can.
I'm just saying you would need to search out like specific people,
Okay.
sages, libraries, specific ones maybe. Probably the ones that are open to the public. I mean, you're not necessarily the public, right? You are working for the Lord's Alliance, but like the one that is more or less open for the public, which would be like Oakmar's church. Those rare tombs, probably a little bit more in the back.
Right.
But yeah, so that's a good idea. Absolutely. And I mean, you as a university professor, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So it might be an idea to, if we can, go back to Waterdeep, regroup, speak with anyone we can there. I mean, I know we know Never Ember last time we saw was marching somewhere, so maybe that has happened by the time we get there, maybe not. But maybe he's learned a little bit more about the elf we found in Silvery Moon. That might give us a clue about something. But I think it'd be good if we went back there and did some looking up and got some knowledge on the dragon. At least that way we would know possibly where a Green would make his nest. That would maybe narrow it down when we go back to the Misty Forest.
Well, I can tell you to be forest.
But it might be
Very
like a
likely.
specific location. Not the location of where his is, but it might just be like, might be able to. We know Malin knows the forest pretty well. I mean, it's different now, but she might be able to narrow it down for us.
The vegetation changed, not the lay of the land.
Yeah. So it might be able to figure it out that way if we can see where they normally have their nests. Just a thought.
Aye, that may work, but even if you find it, don't forget this one is a rider and this one ain't no brute beast.
Fortunately, I think we have to try. We might be able to, while we're there, get some people to come with us, not do it alone. If we can convince Lord Neverember that this is going to hurt the cult, maybe he'll take some of his army or send some of his army with us. It's like a strike squad.
For a single dragon. Why?
Yeah, just put this in your head. Nobody's going to listen to us.
That ain't true, Les, you know it, but to be honest,
Nope,
not everyone
nobody
can
with the
get-
clout to help us is going to listen to us. How about that?
Not like they don't listen, but they have other things to do. What did you expect? Lady Silverhand took him herself.
We might be able to get someone, even if it's militia or something like that. But if not, then we have to do it alone, then that just may be the case.
Best you can hope for is find someone that knows or can find the nest of the dragon, but no one will help you. Not unless you pay them substantially. Not exactly a survival chance job, is it?
No. But it might give us some more information and make us better equipped when we do go after it. Because right now, they're trashing us. We're not winning anything right now. More towns are going to follow them quicker. If that army that's north moves south, we're going to have some problems real fast.
As long as it keeps away from the Wall of Dragons, as long as they keep being greedy and splitting them, we may have a chance. But it wouldn't hurt to bust a lot of numbers, so dealing with a dragon, especially one with their dwarves, or with one of them, masked folk.
Or if there's a way to figure out how to turn dragons against each other, then that might help too. I mean, they're not usually cooperative, from what I read.
This isn't my area of expertise, but we could always try and pass as the cult.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work for most of us. I might be able to get by because I have scales myself, but I don't know if they're going to believe.
No. We're not infiltrating them. You know, one of the 5 big ones, right? 5 dragons.
Right.
We don't know if they're working for the cult. If they ain't, they probably have been approached. If we step in as the cult and piece them something fierce, we even set them against the cult, aye?
Maybe. Or maybe they kill us.
Well, only if you're caught.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll get caught. When I fought the white dragon and Vigaton, he knew we were there as soon as we stepped foot in his lair.
some of these dragons are, at least in the fairy tales that I was told as a kid, are highly intelligent.
Don't I know that?
Met a few of them, huh? Recently.
But I don't know. My recommendation is go back to Waterdeep and regroup and see if we can get some knowledge. That way, we might be better equipped to argue for our case. First of all, second of all, maybe actually kill one of these things. Maybe they have certain weaknesses we don't know about.
I will agree with you on part, but how much time can we spend keep going back?
Not much, but I think it's our best shot right now.
If we go back to Waterdeep, our best shot would then be to go somewhere north, do something there, and speak to the dwarfs on our way south. King Bruiner would like to hear this from a proper dwarf.
we could do that. We could go after the one of the ones in the north if you wanted to.
Baldergrim is there.
Near Neverwinter.
I mean, it depends. I think I already told you there's one in Lurkwood, but this ain't no small dragon. It's been harassing Mithril for years.
Lurk was a little too close to Silvery Moon for my taste. That army's still there. That's a bad place for us, I feel.
They seem to move pretty quick.
That's the problem. They could already be in Neverwinter by now.
That'd be a fighting threat. If it's a cult, it would have great information on Mithril.
Yeah.
Heck, for all I know, it's the one in Misty Forest. Why not?
It's not too far, and I think someone said they could teleport us from Waterdeep to somewhere. Was that closer to Misty Forest? I can't remember what they said they could teleport us to. And
They
who was
can teleport us somewhere
I think
close to
there's
the
circles on the map.
dragons.
I don't remember exactly.
Loudwater was one, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we still had circles on the map. I guess they went away.
In the north, I think it was Yartar or Everland.
Yeah, something like that. All right, that was not where I wanted, where I thought they were. If we can get down the river quickly, we'll save some time that way. If we can get these elves to at least give us a boat.
There's the circles.
Different map.
Okay.
Loudwater, Yartar, Neverwinter. So we could go Waterdeep, Neverwinter, if you wanted to check up in the north for stuff up there. But I think our best lead is the Misty Forest Dragon. We've at least seen
We
that
could
one.
also go to like Mirabar and try to look at the one in the white one up there at this point of the world.
It's not a white one there.
Oh, it's not? I thought it was a
No.
white one.
We are talking about the
The
spine
white-
of the world?
The white one was coastally moving up and down a long time. For a long place. The white one is probably one of the hardest to find because she kind of moves so vast distances.
I think Misty Forest is our best bet.
I don't like that place because there's no supplies.
Yeah, but we at least solved that one, and we know it's around there.
But that could have come from anywhere. It could be in Trollbark and flew over there. It could be in the middle of the High Moor, for all we know.
True, but if we read up on them, we might have a better idea of where it would be in that general area. We know the landscape there; we could figure it out.
And that may not be its place. It may just be doing what the cultists are doing. It might not have a nest or a lair there.
Yeah, but it has a nest somewhere, and we know the landscape around Misty Forest, whether it's in there or not. If we figure out where green dragons make their nest, we can figure it out.
Very likely be Misty Forest, aye? I mean, it changed the entire place. But
Yeah,
I think that forest changed by itself.
something happened there. Dark
But I don't-
magic.
I don't think the dragon did that, though.
The rider could have, though.
What do you mean they didn't think the dragon did that? What do you think they did?
This gardener running around.
I mean, the two white dragons in the north.
Give me a
brought
second, I need to
the-
rehost this.